Looking to organize your home? This video has many home organization techniques that are simple and practical at the same time. Grab a cup of chai or coffee and save all the tips that you like the most. So, let's begin. This suction-based organizer is generally meant for a dish sponge in the sink, but I use it to hold leftover sauce sachets and cheese slices. Now, the little packets just like these don't get lost in the back of the fridge or are unseen. We all love chopping boards, but it's hard to store them. I found a unique way to store extra chopping boards by installing a tension rod in a drawer. Finally, I have a vertical solution for putting and retrieving them. This way, these boards don't get in the way of other things kept in the drawer, and there is a proper designated space for everything. Here's how to seal opened boxes. Especially for bulkier packs like that of cornflakes, which are hard to store. Simply fold the top parts just like shown in the video, and the boxes are good to go. This method can become a quick fix for when one's in a hurry. I've used this trick so many times till now, especially to seal packages until I find the right storage box for them, or if some container is in the dishwasher. It's easy to fold and store bed sheets, but since pillowcases are smaller, they often get lost, and it's hard to find the ones that match. So here's an easy trick. Fold the bed sheet and the other pair of pillow covers and place them inside one of the pillow covers. Easy peasy. This way, the entire set stays together and one doesn't have to rummage through the entire stack looking for a matching piece. While I use lint rollers for many purposes, one of my favorite use is to remove dust from lampshades. You won't have to sneeze every time you use a rag to dust anymore. No-cost organizing is the best form of organizing, I feel. Putting old chocolate boxes or packaging boxes to good use is my favorite. A see-through Ferrero box is perfect for storing things you want to see more often. At the same time, stronger boxes can be used in many ways. The trick is to use the lid along with the base. This basically helps sectioning things within a drawer and things don't get mixed up easily. To create more space, stacking one on top of another also works brilliantly. So next time, think before throwing away those fancy boxes. These days, tension rods are frequently used as a versatile tool for better organization. Making additional closet shelves was one solution that helped me. Keep only lightweight stuff on it. I made use of these organizers from Ikea to prevent things from falling from the gaps. Using a cardboard also helps to make a straight base. For those who struggle with limited space in the fridge or even the fridge door, I would say ditch the conventional methods of storing things at times. Using an egg tray is good, but it also takes up a ton of space which can be otherwise utilized for other things. Instead, simply place the eggs all together in one single container. These small packets or sachets of sauce never stand up straight and keep falling, making the fridge look very messy. I think smaller things make for bigger mess. I also like to reuse the plastic containers that fruits and vegetables often come in. Everything stays inside the edges of this container, which again helps make more space. This trick isn't just for the fridge, it can be used in a lot of different places around the house. Hang all of your lovely and beloved cups or mugs with the help of these cup organizers, which you can simply tuck into the cupboards. Make extra space for additional things in the same cabinet. The greatest way to store clutter and conceal items is in a basket, very useful for storing items without a precise shape. For instance, I created a baking basket that solely contains baking supplies, such as baking powder, extra colors, yeast packets, and such items. This remains on the top shelf because I don't use it frequently, but it is still accessible whenever I want it. These Ikea shelf dividers have been really useful for using the vertical space within the cabinets as well as for making it easier to get things out of the shelves. The metal construction makes these shelves quite durable and the white color is particularly appealing. Regarding vertical space, purchasing organizers isn't always necessary. In order to create a stair-like impression, I used old boxes that were of a comparable height. Basically, this makes it easier to access items towards the back by layering them on various levels. It's hard to imagine how sometimes we can end up spending minutes in trying to find the end of a tape. It's funny but true. A simple measure of sticking a toothpick every time we use it can save a lot of time in my opinion. Amazingly, we are all turning towards alternatives to plastic these days. Although the use of paper bags in daily life is expanding, these bags are undoubtedly pretty large and take up a lot of storage space. They can be stored together at once quite conveniently by folding them in this fashion. One of the most frequently used and visited areas of the house is the kitchen pantry. And we frequently look for ways to arrange it in a more effective and fashionable manner. I discovered this innovative and chic method of pantry organization. The idea was simply to substitute these convenient bottles for wider glass jars as they were too heavy and big for my mum to hold on to. The cabinets in my mum's home had a lot of space, so it was important to make use of the space wisely since storage is always at a premium in Indian kitchens. We had several cups to keep as well because we all enjoy sipping chai several times a day. I found these adjustable shelves online that make use of the vertical space, and the best part is the length can be adjusted as per need. I first lined a foam shelf liner to avoid clanking sounds from the crockery and then arranged all the cups nicely. I've often spoken about organizers that need no spending. In other words, that can either be made or reused at home. Well, I've come a long way into organizing my spices in the kitchen. I invested in a few spice jars, but it was equally important to place them neatly in a drawer. I then came up with this tilted shelf divider that makes it easy to pick and place back these tiny glass jars. Simply cut and fold cardboard to adjust the size as per your drawer, and you can make yourself a new organizer in no time. One of the many things I enjoy doing is hosting people, so I always keep a surplus of attractive paper napkins on hand. I suppose this was the most convenient and straightforward approach I could find to keep them vertically. Pretty paper napkins serve a variety of purposes besides serving guests, one of which is to create attractive lids. You'll have a prettified jar for yourself in no time if you simply tuck these napkins along the inside corners of a lid. It's a no-stick method, hence much faster and also easy to change at a later stage. Rented apartments come with their own set of challenges, or more like things to be careful about. The banging doors of a room or simply of a cabinet against a wall can get annoying and be damaging to the walls at the same time. The most minimalist solution I found was to use these tiny tabs that adhere to the wall easily and create a very subtle but effective gap between the door handle and the wall. Isn't this incredible? In addition, I also use these to make my marble platter anti-scratch and non-slip. Lazy Susans are one of the most effective tools to organize, and though they are already widely used, I felt they deserved a quick mention here. My nuts corner is now easily accessible due to this rotating, game-changing tool. As a homemaker, I keep looking for solutions to organize little things here and there. My dishwashing gloves were on my list for a long time. I wanted to be able to hang them in some way to make it quick and easy. Otherwise, they'll end up with no home. I found this new trick where I basically stuck a clothespin with a two-way tape, and now this also holds the dusting cloth. Very easy but fast. The most beautiful place can look unattractive due to cords and wires. In addition, hanging cables can occupy too much room in any bin. Everything looks tidy after the cord has been folded and fitted within this cardboard roll. Reusing plastic bags can also be a smart idea, since they are still around and cannot simply be thrown in the trash. They are undoubtedly more neat and tidy when folded in this manner. They become much easier to manage and occupy much less space. These were just a few of the many tricks I had in my kitty. Please do mention the one tip in the comment section that you found most useful. Here's Home Gupshup signing off. See ya later, folks.